Today, I'm planning on doing a little bit of a cheat. Okay, so my thought is that when I take this off, it's probably going to leave a little bit of residue behind. And the thing is, unlike this is my 2009 35D BMW X5 E70, by the way, if you didn't know already, in carbon black. But when I did the side ones, the X-Drive logo on the front door, the font was different, but here it seems a lot closer. So what I'm thinking is, rather than mark it all out, I will mark it out just in case. I might just put this badge over the top of the old stickers or whatever's left of the residue, because it doesn't always come off completely. You know, the double-sided tape that this is stuck on. So it's not ideal. You want to get rid of it all, really. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just mark it out like so, and just think. It's a lot. Don't know. Seems like it might be a lot closer than it was before when I did it the last time. Let's have a little look. Pretty much bang on. These are from SMD Automotive, by the way. I'll put a link in the description. So with that pretty much bang on, I think I have the luxury of being able to just put these over the top of whatever residue is left, just in case. I'll mark it out anyway. So there you go, marked it out. And now this isn't really the right way to do it, but you know what you really need is a hot air gun on there. Just to warm. It is quite a warm day today, but it's not the same. I don't really want to go gouging into your X5. Like I'm doing, or like I'm possibly doing. Anyway, with your little spudger, tease it loose, bit by bit. Because if you're not recording it, you can stand wherever you want as you do it. Because you won't be getting in the way of the camera. So it's beautiful, isn't it? What's the old saying? I love live TV. You notice that you're always recording live. You ever notice that? You're always recording live. Broadcasting, you're always broadcasting live. But when we say live TV, we mean recording live what we're broadcasting live as we're broadcasting it whilst we're recording it. Anyway, my little plan didn't really work because this is a mess. So it's just as well I did mark it out, isn't it? Even I don't want to put it over the top of this. Or do I? I mean, yeah, I do, because I just want to do it. But you shouldn't, and I'm pretty much probably almost definitely not gonna, because I feel confident that I've marked it out well enough. All right, send it. I was going to have this hybrid badge thing, you know, the black X and the silver 5, you know, just for like a few minutes. But I've decided to just go for it. You know, what that means is that right now, these 3 little bits of, what is it, 1-inch masking tape are the most important things on this car right now, because I don't want to be googling for the dimensions or whatever you want to call it, measurements of where these badges go. I'd rather just mark out what I've got. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is get this all off, clean it up, whilst hopefully not disrupting where these marker pieces of tape are. So I could just put it straight on top of that. It won't be very satisfying, will it? So, let me do what I did before on the sides. So, I haven't got any decent kind of degreaser with me, so I'm using anti-freezing summer coolant. And I'm of course hoping and praying that there's no dodgy paintwork underneath where this badge was. But really, a hot air gun and some degreaser would be the one here. I might leave the marks there as long as it's not too lumpy, but no, I'm talking myself out of that. The thing is, when you use degreaser, you don't have to use as much pressure because it's not good for the paint, but obviously it's going to be hidden by the badge unless I debadge it someday. But you know, it's just the satisfaction of doing it quickly and properly. There you go. See, if you measure it up and you fit it properly, it's much easier to sort yourself out when your mind starts messing with you, saying, oh, it looks different, I don't know, it looks straight to you. It's like, it's the same as it was before, shut up. So, that's another good reason for doing it. bit of time lapse on this. A bit cinematic. I'm just using heat of friction now. And back to regular. Right, I've decided, wrongly or wrongly, to leave these in for markers. It's so near and it would be so satisfying to do it perfectly. I'll put my eyes in as well. Okay. Final call. There's the X. And I am going to get this edge off because it will annoy me. Become the 5. God, I'll keep you alive. No one's ever used those two words together before to rhyme, have they? Probably not in any modern rap. And just line it up as best you can. And when you're confident, press on it harder. Now, I have to say, demographically, my mind's playing a different trick on me. It's looking at this in gloss black and it's thinking this has got to be a 6. Do you get it? No, I do. What I mean is, it looks like this is the sort of thing you do to an X6, not an X5. That's what I'm trying to say. But let's just didn't quite rain enough yesterday for me to wash this. True story. But anyway, no more delay. Yeah. I don't know. I'm getting used to the other thing I did, the X-Drive badging. So yeah, maybe I'll get used to this as well. Let's go back. Feels like it's sitting a bit higher. Told you, didn't I? Start messing with my mind. Okay, so that's that. Sorry about the number plate thing. It doesn't look very nice in this shot, does it? But I don't know what I'm going to edit this thing on. Sometimes it's easier than others to blank out the plate. And why am I blanking out the plate? Because that's what you do, isn't it? What is it, like number plate fraud or something? I don't know. I guess I'm now, should have maybe waxed it before, but I didn't want to mess up with the stick-fidity-ness. The stick-fidity-ness is going to get messed with.
Hi. You're recording.
Yeah, so I can edit it out if you want. I've made my badges from this colour. So actually, you know what? Why don't you tell me what you think looks better? Because a woman's viewpoint is.
Oh my god. Okay.
I know it's very subtle, but that was it before,
Yeah.
and that's it now.
Obviously, with black, the black doesn't go out.
I know it's a bit too subtle. You think?
Yeah. Maybe just a lining of silver.
Oh, now we're getting artistic.
I'm a graphic designer.
Oh, are you? Well, I've been busted then, haven't I? Because I was going to try and get away with this.
So what happens if there is a shadow? There has to be a highlight. Highlight is of the lighter color.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have a darker tone here, maybe a highlight here.
Yeah.
So just the silver here. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Just the silver here on the corners,
Oh.
like this.
Yeah.
And then this.
And then that.
So these are the darker tones.
Yeah.
So then flies can come out.
Do you know? I used to have a graphic design business, but I wasn't the designer. Yeah, you are. There's a big difference, you know. So okay. Well, thank you.
Think about it.
I will definitely think about it.
Think
I
about
think
it.
I
So
understand
if you
what you're
just
saying.
Put the 5 again. So it's basically, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So it's like this.
I see what you're saying.
Do you get it?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like an embossed
What I was going to
effect.
say embossed, yeah.
It's like an embossed effect. Just place 5 here maybe.
Oh, yeah, maybe then I could put the X on.
Just on a side. Like
So
it
it's
has
like
to be on the same side. So
Yeah.
basically when the sun goes, if the sun is here,
Yeah.
your shadow will be here.
Right,
Sun is the highlight, this is the shadow.
right.
So that's how it is. So light is coming from here, everything is light here, shadow here, so basically light will be here. But if, like anywhere,
see what you're
you
saying,
just
yeah,
want
yeah.
to place it wherever
Yeah.
you want to, and this will be embossed effect.
I appreciate that
You're welcome.
in a big way. Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Yes, thank you. Bye. Well, you see, I'm going to say that was kind of like you got the woman's touch, and then there's that's like a double woman's touch, because not because she's a double woman. I wouldn't even say that when she's long gone. What I am saying is that the woman's touch, plus she happens to be a graphic designer. Yeah, I wasn't doing the designing when I had a graphic design business. Quick little divergence, and I promise not to make it a long one, but I've always said that about design, funny enough. With programming, computer programming, yeah, there might be a few different ways of doing the same thing, but generally speaking it either works or it doesn't work. Graphic design it seems so subjective, or it can be so subjective, that I think there's almost like no excuse for having that eye for it. And secondly, lots and lots and lots of experience where you just think, right, that's not going to work. I know that already because I've done it so many times, whatever. Whereas with programming, you don't stand back and go, the juxtaposition of the print script, the way it moves across the annual report showing a year-on-year. You don't do that. Well, I don't do that. But anyway, design. She's right. I mean, it's subtle. I did know it was subtle. I kind of did know what she was sort of saying about trying to highlight it. But then again, you don't want to go too far the other way. And then in the final analysis, it's all about how you yourself feel about it. So I'm going to leave it for a little while. I'm going to leave you guys to just go and do your day. Anyway, polish it. I want to get the new lamps, the X lamps. I do. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, because I told you to. Comment, because you're annoyed that I told you to subscribe, or for any other reason. Let me know what you think. SMD Automotive, link in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye. So, what do you reckon? Now, what I was going to do with that young lady who was offering me the design advice was ask her to compare this to that. But I thought, oh, it's going to get complicated. You know, does she want to be on camera? Doesn't she want to be on camera? That sort of thing. But there we go. What do you think? Huh? Let me repeat that little trick. Press and hold. Got a link to that as well. Cheers, guys.